Good morning, everybody. It is about 5:30 in the morning on a Thursday morning, and today I'm going to show you how to get your new set of work boots ready for your work day. So as you can see, these are my old ones. I bought these in March of 2025. March of 2023, according to the people at the Red Wing store that looked at my profile, and I went ahead and bought me a new pair of King Toes back in November of 2024, but I didn't see a point in swapping them out because these were doing perfectly fine. They didn't have holes rubbed in the bottom of them. They were still comfortable. They weren't hurting my feet or leaking or anything like that. That was until yesterday, where I was pretty much working in a torrential downpour all day, and this separation has been here for a few months, but I've never had any water intrusion in my shoes. This is actually the first time my feet have gotten wet with this old pair. So I was in the rain. I wasn't standing in water. I was just getting rained on. I had my rain gear on. All the rain was running down my leg onto my shoe, and I just felt it start on the left side of my left foot and just slowly work itself across throughout the day. So my sole died a little bit more and a little bit more as that water worked its way across the bottom of my foot. So I decided today's the day when I'm going to put these brand spanking new Red Wing King Toes into service. But before I do that, I am going to actually try to take care of these so they last a little longer than 2 years without leaking, because you always want to get the most out of your investment as possible. And in my opinion, when you're paying $250 for a pair of work boots, a $25 care kit, and I don't know, an hour or two every 6 months to clean and protect your boots and make them last as long as possible goes a long way. Even if you get an extra couple of months out of your shoes, or extra 6 months before they lay down on you, I feel like that'd be worth it. But I told myself I was going to take care of these, but as you can see, the leather's cracked, it's dried out. I've dropped stuff on it. I actually had to silicone that back shut, because I'm pretty sure that happened when these boots were like a couple of weeks old, and I dropped a piece of a pipe on there, and it just knocked a hole in the top of the toe. So I had to silicone that, super glue it back shut, which pissed me off. Hopefully I can keep from doing that for a little bit on these. But anyways, so this care kit number 4 that Red Wing sells for the King Toe specifically, they have I think 4 or 5 different care kits for their shoes, and I can only assume that that's because their leather treatments and like the type of leather varies across their different types of shoes. So this care kit 4, it comes with a waterproof leather cleaner, mink oil, and then a leather protector. And that's pretty self-explanatory. The waterproof leather cleaner is what I would try to clean that boot with if I was going to try to salvage that. But how you use that waterproof leather cleaner is you just get like a soft plastic bristle brush, spray down the shoe with the cleaner, scrub it, and then wipe it with a wet rag to get as much dirt and grime off it as possible, and then let them air dry. You don't want to, I guess you could dry them with a hair dryer if you're in a hurry, but I would just let them air dry. And then your next step is going to take your mink oil, and you're going to take a rag, which I don't know what I did with my microfiber that I brought in here, but you can take a microfiber or any kind of rag. Don't use your wife's nice face cleaning towels like I did last time. Get yourself in trouble. But you're going to take your mink oil and rub it down all over the shoe, and then let that stuff sit for a little while and soak in. And then you're going to take your leather protector and spray that all over it and let it sit and dry. And then you can go use your shoe. You're going to have a nice, soft, and protected boot to go get started and work in. And as for the break-in process, well, Jacob, how do you break in your boots, man? These look well worn in. Well, these are 2 years old, but the break-in process, you just freaking wear them. The way that these things work is you just got to wear them to break them in. There's no break-in procedure. You can't you know, there's nothing you can really do other than suffer through the couple of days that it takes to break them in. And after I've never had more than, I don't know, 2 to 3 days before they soften up and get to where you can't even tell that they're new anymore. Red Wing does a pretty good job. That's part of the reason why I like these King Toes. I've used boots from Twisted X, Ariat, Justin, freaking Wolverine. Like, the only boots I haven't worn are the higher end boots, like the Thorogoods, or I think there's a brand called White. And the Brunt workwear boots, I haven't messed with that because I've got a couple coworkers that the soles are coming off their boots in 6 months, and you know. Anyways, so I'm gonna show you how to apply your mink oil right quick because these are already clean. I don't need to use the cleaner on these. I'm gonna apply some mink oil to these things, let them sit for a bit, and then spray on that leather protector. And I'm gonna stick them on my old feet and go to work. Got a nice even coating of the mink oil on the right shoe. I'm gonna go ahead and coat the left shoe right now. Well, I got the mink oil all rubbed in there. Don't mind my son shaking his toy over there. But it just occurred to me that you can buy this mink oil in bulk online in much bigger containers than that, and it'll go way further. Granted, I used that much of the container doing both of these, and you're gonna want to retain the rag that you used to apply this stuff because I used a microfiber and it kind of absorbed in there. So if you save that rag, you don't have to waste as much product next time. One thing to note is that if you didn't notice, these things were lighter before you put the mink oil on. So it is going to darken whatever shoe you put this on. If you don't like the fact that it changes the color, maybe don't do that. So my next step is to mist the whole shoe in this leather protector. It says to hold it 6 to 8 inches away and mist it all over the shoe. And it says don't saturate it and then let it dry. So I'm gonna mist it and let it dry. I would have showed you before I left the house, but this is mink oil, conditioned, and waterproofing spray sprayed on these new units. I don't know, that one's getting broken in a little bit because it's been on the gas pedal. This one, it'll have to take a little while, but there's the finished product, dudes. Hopefully these things will serve me for a couple years before I have to replace them again. As always, thanks for watching the Shade Tree Certified YouTube channel. Hopefully these little tips and tricks help you take care of your boots a little bit better to prolong your investment, because if you don't invest in nice shoes that support your feet, you'll ultimately have knee problems, hip problems, back problems, and we all know nobody wants that. So I'd appreciate it if you like, subscribe, comment, share this stuff. Help me grow my channel. Till next time, this is Shade Tree Certified.